Hello, I'm Electric Wolf. I just want to give you a quick overview of my Sci-fi objects pack on Unity Asset Store. As you can see here, it's a collection of science fiction style objects you can just drop into any kind of game. There's lots of information on Unity as always, but also on my website as well. The links are all in there. The website just gives you a breakdown with little videos of showing you how each bit works. I'm just going to give you a very quick overview. So once you install the package, you'll come across the eWolf folder. Within that I've got a common, and then I've also got my Sci-fi Objects Pack 1. So the people who will probably find this most useful is if you've got some sort of science fiction game already and you just want to pad it out with a lot more scenery, a lot more kind of objects. So the very first one I'm going to show you is just the basic default objects you can throw into a scene. If I just go into images for a second. It's not a very good preview, but it kind of shows you some of the objects we've got. Now let's put them in the scene and then we can actually have a proper look at them. So just some simple boxes here, but nothing too special, but they're good for background fillers. Let's get those in there. Hopefully they're quite appealing. They're just, like I say, they are fillers. You're not going to make a whole game just using this bundle. They've all got fairly good collision as well, simplified where it can be. So one of the other aspects of this project is the ability to allow you to quickly change some of the aspects of these. So in this one is the color. On every object there's a randomized color option. Some of them it's more visible than others. Pop down here, randomize, and it's just from a selection of 4 different materials we have. Feel free to add as many as you like here, and this will just work with them, or if you don't like them, just remove them. Let's see one other aspect of this. If I come back in, notice what you can do is, say by design or by randomization, you pick the color you like. You can just lock it with this button, and you can see down here you don't have an option to randomize it anymore like you do here, but you can unlock it and then you can randomize it again. So I'm just going to lock this one to the side. In fact, let's lock both of those. So as you can imagine, if you've got quite a few objects in the scene and you just want to give them a randomization, maybe you've done copy and paste, they're all identical, you don't want that. One of the other aspects is in common prefabs is the controller. This is just an empty object, and it's a randomized visual will give you a color change on all the objects in your scene, at least the ones I've written, but it will respect it if you've locked them. So you see these two are not changing whilst the others are. And again, because these are locked, you can just simply remove the lock, go back to our controller object and randomize, and you can see they start randomizing again now. So leaving those alone for a second. Got rid of the wrong ones. Let's try again. There you are, not having much luck. There you go. So one of the other nice things of this package is the shelf units. You can put those in the game, and then you can sorry, I need to select the right one. There you go. The shelf gives you a lot of different options, so you can just quickly fill the entire shelf. And this is just randomly finding objects from a predetermined list. But then you can update individual shelves if you're not happy with one of them, or if you want, you could clear out 3 of the different shelves and just say, oh well, let's randomize the top one and the bottom one until I'm happy. And again, there's a lock option that takes away all that randomization. And again, we've got color changes, so if you're happy with your objects but you say, oh well, let's change the color instead, you can do that as well. talking about the objects themselves, these are a selection of like 5 different types of objects, and as you can see, jars are in here and boxes. But you can get rid of whatever types you don't want, and then when you randomize it, obviously you only get the kind of, in this case, junk and tools. Just to show you that working better, I've put only jars on, and then yeah, I only get jars full and empty. The other aspect with the shelving unit is I've got full collision, which is this. This is ideal for any kind of shoot 'em up games where you want bullets to pass through the gaps. But I've also got quick collision as well. The whole shelf uses the same system, except the collisions change. You can just make out the green box, maybe. Where's the box collider? I don't know. But yeah, the collision is just one big square rectangle. So if you've got any kind of puzzle game, you just don't want the player walking through the shelf, you can use that. It's going to save you some processing, so just be aware of which one you want to use. The other aspect we've got here is the different kinds of shelves. So we've got smaller shelf units, and then smaller again, and then we've even got like wall shelf units, and they all work the same way. You can just randomize your objects on there. One of the others we've got, just need to clean up this environment. No, not all of it. I want the floor. There we go. In the prefab shelves folder, I've got the objects on floor. Objects on floor is kind of like the shelf units, except you just put in objects on the floor, as the name suggests. So this is ideal if you just want to fill out a room, and you can just put one on the ground and then just randomly say, oh, just generate me loads of objects. So I've got a count. There's also size as well. So size is obviously how much of the area you want to cover. The count is roughly how many it's going to try and put in. If it can't find space because they overlap, it won't add them. Let's try that again. There you go. And again, we've got randomized color if you're happy with that. And again, we can lock it, and it takes away that randomization for you. That's basically it. Hopefully you'll have no issues with the package. If you do, then my name and email address are on the website. All the links are going to be in the description below. Yeah, if you have any problems, just let me know. Enjoy.